one. So we'll see here it is. Compulsory go through all these answers and then go to questions. What you do, so if you find some different questions in a technical questions, okay, if you don't find that answers, please tell us. Like I didn't told about anything about BitLocker. So what is BitLocker? So remind me those questions. So 1 or 2 questions or 10 questions like that. Okay, so go through all questions. I will try to find an answers and I'll keep it like this. Okay. So here it is. OSI layers, 7 layers are there. Certain protocols and port numbers. Keep it in one side or at least write in some notes. So then you can able to remember. Don't always keep it in a WhatsApp. You know, when you are keep it in a WhatsApp, it is always in the WhatsApp and never in your mind. Never in your mind. So compulsory go through things. Okay. So once it is completed, then you can go for any other things also as well as a parallel if you more other questions. Okay. Guys, there is a ITL is a one more important thing. So either I will try tomorrow or if Sai sir is free. So Sai sir also can able to take some classes on ITL. Okay. So first of all, today we'll finish about basics of networking things. We'll see. Okay. So here it is. OSI layers. Again, I'm back to the networking. Okay, so networking basics. So in a networking basics, we discuss what is a network, what is a internetwork, what is internet, what is intranet, what is type of networks, topologies, and a few like devices also we discuss. And also compulsory go through some other devices also. Okay, it is useful for you. Next, in a networking, so one more few more things are important. So next one is OSI layers are very important. OSI means open system interconnect. Open system interconnect. You know, a lot of people believe OSI layer is actually standard layer, and from OSI layer there is a different layers are came, like a TCP, IP, IPX, SPX kind of stuff. Protocol suites came from the OSI layer. It is wrong. Okay. Next one is OSI is reference model. Reference model. A reference model. What are the spelling? It is a reference. OSI reference model. It is. OSI layers or OSI model is a reference model. So no one is used OSI layer. Okay. So a lot of people believe, okay, even though people who are done CCNA certification, CCNP certification, they're been a trainer for 5 years, 10 years. They tell this kind of stuff like OSI layers are used by very big organization, not by small organization. We are generally use TCP IP, not OSI layers. OSI layers are by very big organization. It is also wrong. OSI is a reference model for understanding. What is the use of this one? For understand network, to create new network. You want to create a network, you want to understand a network, you want to troubleshoot network, required a OSI layer. Understanding of OSI layer for understanding network. So how network is there, how it is there, how server is there, where is the client, how it is connected, how it is communicating each other, how it should be communicate, how it is communicating, and where is the issue. Okay, if issues occur, so where is the possible issue is there, so and how to troubleshoot based on that. So we can understand it by OSI layers. Okay, OSI layers are directly we are not using OSI layers. We use IP protocol suite. Okay, so we use TCP/IP protocol suite. We don't use OSI Layer. Okay, so there are a lot of other protocol suites are there. Novel Netware, IPX, SPX, other protocol suites are there, but Apple Talk. Novel is an organization. IBM mainframes kind of stuff it is. So IPX, SPX, Apple Talk, other suites also there. But we use TCP/IP protocol suite. But OSI Layer is whatever it is network, whether you use what kind of protocol suite you are using for understanding and creating a network or troubleshooting a network or maintaining a network, we require a OSI Layer. Maintain a network. Okay, so this is what OSI Layers. So OSI Layers, it is a 7-layer model. Sorry, 7-layer model it is. OSI Layer is 7-layer model it is. OSI is standard by ISO. What is ISO? Find it, guys. What is ISO? International Organization for Standardization. I'm not writing here. Okay, so it is a OSI is a standard model. Okay, so it is standardized by ISO, International Organization for Standardization. Okay, IEEE, Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineering. IEEE journal number is 802.3. Sorry, 802 is a standard number they are given. Remember these two standards. 802.3 is for a Ethernet. Okay, Ethernet type of networks use 802.3. So like a LAN connections. So it is 802.11. So wireless networks. It's a kind of Wi-Fi kind of stuff. Very simple, say Wi-Fi. And there's a lot of differences are there. 802.11 A/N. Okay, there is A as well as N, G, B. Okay, what is this A? 802.11 A means some frequency, some speed. Okay, N means certain speed, G means some speed, B means some speed. It's like a speed of data transmission. Okay, so this A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H like that will is tell about the speed of data transmission. Okay, so I'm not going with the complete details. You can go through it. Simply Google. So 802.11. What is A? What is B? What is N? What is Z? What is H? So you can find it. Okay. So this is the some standards written. Okay. Not only these definitions, guys. Also find this definition. What is IANA? International Authority of Number and assign number authority or something is there. ICANN. These are also control this IP addresses, DNS addresses controlled by IANA, ICANN. RFC, request for comment. Okay, request for comment. So these are all Internet Engineering Task Force. Internet Engineering Task Force. These are definitions are there. Just standard organization for internet and networking related part. Okay. So that is IETF, Internet Engineering Task Force. Find out those definitions. Okay, so I'm not talking about this since it will take a lot of time. I'm not talking. So I'm talking about OSI layers again. What is the OSI layers? Guys, lot of people study from bottom to top, top to bottom. So some are telling like, you know, the certain standard lecturers are there. So they studied from some textbook. They tell, no, this is the order. You told order reverse. It is wrong. Some will tell in that another order. So order can be anything, guys. But only thing is either top to bottom or bottom to top. 1 to 7 or 7 to 1. No problem. 1 to 7 no problem. 7 to 1 no problem. But problem is if you should not interchange the order. First one is 7th layer, next one is the 5th layer, next one is the 4th layer, next one is the 1st layer, next one is the 6th layer, like that. Do not interchange the order. You can tell top to bottom and bottom to top, not at a left order. My hobby is 7th layer, is a application layer. 6th layer is presentation layer.
Series layer, sir.
What it is?
Series layer.
Session layer.
Also session layer, sir.
Session layer. Okay, good.
Transport layer.
Very good. Transport layer.
Network layer.
Very good.
Data link layer.
Very good.
Physics layer. Last one, sir.
Layer. Okay, very good. You remember?
Yes, sir. No, combined networks, no, sir. That's right.
Yeah, that
I,
is a lot of people will
then,
forget.
sir,
Everybody
IT
remember first layer. Second layer is
IT
a physical layer.
physics layer.
Okay. People will interchange like a presentation layer or a session layer. Something won't come in mind. You got everything in mind at least. That is a good. Okay, guys. This is 7 layers: application layer, presentation layer, transport layer, network layer, data link layer, and physical layer. Okay, so in a last in this one, so there is a question about a OSI layers also somewhere here it is. He asked. That's why compulsory better to know what are the OSI layers are there. Just names. Okay, in-depth details may not be, but remember all the 7 layers. Okay, this last 3 layers. Last 3 layers are hardware layers. This is called a hardware layers. Hardware devices are there for last 3 layers. These first 3 layers called software layers are upper layers. Okay, this is called a bottom layers. If you put it in an order in different way, like a first is a physical layer, data link layer, network layer, transport layer, session layer, presentation layer, application layer. But these layers are hardware layers. These layers are software layers only. Upper layers and bottom layers, you should not speak that time. It will confuse you. Okay. So it depends upon in your engineering or in your college days, or maybe when you first time you learn about a networking, you learn a reverse order like a physical layer, data link layer, network layer, transport layer, session layer, presentation layer, application layer. That is also correct. Okay, but do not interchange the order. Or I go to application layer, presentation layer, session layer, transport layer, network layer, data link layer, and physical layer. So this is heart of OSI layer, which provide end-to-end connectivity. this is about your 7 OSI layers. Each layer having an explanation. Each layer having some explanation is also there. But time is important here, guys. So that's why I'm explaining anyway. No problem. So application layer is all about your application. Means dealing with what type of protocols, application, and service. For example, web page I want to open. Web page I want to open. Which protocol I have to use? HTTP or HTTPS protocol I have to use it. Where I have to use it?
Sir,
Yeah, tell me.
what is HTTP?
Yeah, it's a protocol. Hypertext transmission protocol. So if you look at here, I am going to open something. I've opened a website, right? If you see HTTPS. HTTPS. So without this, if I don't put a HTTPS, the web server don't understand what is your request. Okay, it understand you're asking about a web page based on the protocol. Okay, so like that. So I want to open a web page. I ask a web server with protocol names, and where I open in my Google Chrome. Okay, in my Google Chrome. So web browsers. I'm using an application called a web browser. So either it is a Chrome browser or an Edge browser or maybe a Firefox. Okay, Brave browser. Nowadays people are using a Brave browser, Tor browser. Okay, people are using, right? So like this, you can use. Yesterday only I installed in this laptop. Okay. Usually my mind is never go for a Brave browser. Okay, still have little doubts. No problem. We'll see. And services. What is the service here? It is web service. So meaning is there is a web server is also there. Web server side is also there is an application. Okay. So these are entirely this top layer part is dealing by application layer only. What is the top layer part? This is the application. It's the top layer. Finally, I am looking at my web browser. That is a top layer. I'm looking at a web browser and there is a protocol and there is a website and this is the information on my screen. Request go to the server finally send it to me. Okay, so that's it is top layers. So that is a main important application, either client side application or a server side application. Application means either client side application or a server side application. Here it is service and web server is a application. Okay, web servers are like a IIS web server, tomcat application or a web server kind of stuff. Tomcat is there. Apache HTTP server is there. Apache HTTP server is there. A lot of web servers are there. The pay is not enough here, so that's why. So web services, same thing. I want to download a file. FTP protocol, filezilla. It's a kind of application, or maybe application like a cuteFTP. Okay, so like a FTP server. Some web FTP server is there. Okay. Mail communication, SMTP protocol, POP3 protocol, IMAP protocol, version 4 currently we are using. These are the protocols. Servers like a Microsoft Exchange server, or a Zimbra. Zimbra mail server, like that. There is a lot of mail servers also there. Outlook, client application, Outlook. So this is all about your application, guys. Here it is, your application layer also dealing with the protocols. As I said, what is this protocol? Protocol means set of rules. Okay, so people say like always, protocol means set of rules. Then it is finished. That is engineering. So what are the rules? We never ask our lecturer, right? So sir, what is the rules? Then he will tell some story again. What are the set protocol rules? He will tell if lecturer came into the classroom, you have to stand up. That is a protocol. Okay, so yeah, we are stand up, and that is. So you are sending a message to server or some destination. You are pinging to some destination. So it is going to stand up. Then where is the protocol in the networking? Here it is the protocol meaning is, guys, it's of course set of rules, but not stand up or sit down kind of rules. It is all about understanding. It is all about understanding. So for example, I'm asking you like, do you understand or not, right? So that is one type of protocol. So what I'm asking, do you understand this class or not? If I ask my nephew or maybe my father or mother is like, so do you understand my class? Okay, what is the use, right? So to whom you're asking and what you're asking is important. That's why written here. You want a web page, you have to use a protocol called HTTP. You use SMTP and ask for a web server. You're asking a web server, give me a mail. You're using a SMTP protocol and send request to a web server, give me a mail. It cannot give, right? Because it's a web server load web pages. Mail server will send and receive mails. File server, you can able to upload and download the files. Okay, so like a different servers are there for a different purposes. DHCP server will give you IP address. DNS server will give you name and IP kind of mapping. Okay, so like that, each server having a particular role, each purpose is there. So when you are asking a request, so what is the protocol? For example, you are pinging. Ping command use ICMP protocol and echo mechanism. Echo request. Request is echo request. Request. I'm pinging to some others. So destination receive a request. Understand it is a ping request. It is a ICMP protocol. It contains a echo request and it reply based on that one. It is reply based on that one. So what is the protocols? Protocols are set of rules. It will tell what is the purpose of this communication. Okay, so protocols tells what is request and response in a communication. So it will tell what is the request and response. Response means incoming. Request means sending. Guys, remember, client send request to server. Server send response client. What are the response it is? Okay, and understanding like based on its a protocol. So based on that, it will understand what it is and all this. Next is what is a port number. So port numbers are numerical representation. So computer don't convert our protocol into a particular ASCII numbers. Okay, ASCII numbers for a particular protocols. first protocol is HTTP. Port number is 80. HTTPS, most popular protocol, guys. There is a almost like a 1023 reserved port numbers are there. Okay, 1023 reserved port numbers are there, and there is a 65,000 protocols are there. Protocols and port numbers are there. Reserved is 1000 only, so around 1000. But I am giving a certain protocols which is we regularly using. So one is already I showed HTTP or HTTPS, FTP, SSH, Telnet, SSH and Telnet are both are for a remote access. HTTP web, FTP file, SSH and Telnet for remote access. Remote server I want to access, remote router I want to access, or a remote Linux machine is there I want to access. So remote access purpose, SSH and Telnet. SMTP is a mail server. So we are sending a mail using SMTP. We receive a mail using IMAP or a POP3. We receive a mail using a protocol called IMAP or a POP3. Any other things are there? Of course. RDP, remote desktop protocol is there. Remote access, that's why I'm putting RDP protocol here. Remote desktop protocol. Okay.
Sir, TCP.
TCP is it's a type of, not exactly communication type. It is so under TCP there is a TCP type protocol, UDP type protocol is also there. Of course, TCP having a port number, UDP having a port number. TFTP, DHCP, DNS. So TFTP also remote configuration protocol. So remote configuration, not remote access part. So you want to upload a configuration file or download a configuration file. So that is TFTP protocol. Okay. DHCP, dynamic host configuration protocol. DHCP servers give you IP address, like your mobile and laptops are getting IP address from your router, means your router is act like a DHCP server. DNS server, now we are communicating in the internet with names only, right? Google.com, Facebook.com, Instagram, or Twitter, or whatever it is, like Microsoft.com. Yesterday you are written, that is Pearson View, right? All are we are communicating with the names only, but all communications by IP address only. All communications by IP address only. Okay. So how we know the IP address of Google.com, IP address of PearsonView.com or Promotic.com or maybe Yahoo.com or Facebook.com. How we know IP address? DNS server will give you IP address of particular domain. That is a DNS server. Okay. NTP server, network time protocol. NNTP, network news time protocol. So it's remove it. SNMP, TR, DR, OS, LDAP. Okay. So what are the protocols? I will explain that one also, but HTTPS, so 443. Point is, HTTPS is nothing new. It's a HTTP only. HTTP over SSL, secure socket layer. Secure socket layer means HTTP is a data transmission is in a pure text format, no encryption. Data is not encrypted, so anybody can able to see what data is you are transmitting or receiving. Okay, that is HTTP. What is HTTPS? It is a encrypt your data. It encrypts your data, so others people cannot able to see. Like you open a mail account or a bank account. You open a mail account or a bank account. You open a bank account like a Axis Bank or a ICICI Bank or Andhra Bank, SBA Bank. So you open a bank thing, so compulsory HTTPS encryption is required. You open a mail or a Facebook mail or a Gmail, Yahoo mail, you open, that is HTTPS websites. Why? Because of encryption is important. FTP 2021 two port numbers are there. SSH is 22 and this is 23. RDP is also remote access protocol. Also it's a kind of remote access purpose only, but remote desktop protocol. So entire desktop you can able to access using 3389. It's a big port number, 3389. SMTP, to send a mail, SMTP, simple mail transmission protocol. This port number is 25 currently. POP3, you want to receive a mail from the mail server, you want to take the mails. So that is POP3. And same for a IMAP version 4, you want to receive a mail from the mail server, you can use IMAP. Either POP3 or IMAP, you can use it. Of course, there is a difference is there, but little difference. TFTP is a trivial file transfer protocol. Okay. DHCP is DHCP 6768. Okay, it is a 53. DNS is 53. NTP, network time protocol. We have to verify 1, 2, 3 or not. Okay. Snmp is a 161. Okay, 162. So why didn't I explain this thing? Okay. Snmp, simple network management protocol. It is one of the most popular protocol, which a lot of people don't know what is the use of this protocol. Simple network management protocol. What it will manage, guys? It is used for a monitoring purpose. It is a monitoring purpose. You know, our infrastructure monitoring. Infrastructure monitoring, like I have a servers are there, 10 servers are there, there is a storage servers are there, I have routers are there, switches are there. Okay, so I have a infrastructure. I want to monitor all the infrastructures are functioning correctly or not, all the IP addresses are delivering correctly. Okay, so I want to monitor. So how to monitor? Using a SNMP protocol. That's a simple network management protocol. Kerberos 88, LDAP 389. Okay, Kerberos and LDAP are authentication protocols. Both are authentication purpose only. So Kerberos and LDAP both are authentication protocols. Authentication, like you log into email account, or you log into your domain, you log into server. Okay, so that's someone should verify username and password. We will verify authentication protocols. Example, Kerberos and LDAP. Kerberos is one of the high secure authentication protocol used in a Microsoft. Kerberos is used by Microsoft Windows servers. We use Kerberos authentication protocol. It's a highly secure authentication protocol. So guys, how to remember these protocols and port numbers? Randomly remember few are easy protocols, but easiest way is to remember is based on the service collation, means keep all the service into one part, like a web service HTTP, HTTPS, file service FTP. Do not go with a port numbers order, like a sir, I will remember 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, like that. You don't try like that. So it's very difficult. Like a port number and protocol is don't go like that. Always remember the protocol and the port numbers. Easiest way to remember is by heart. Remember mapping, because you don't have much time, you are not spending more time on it, you are unable to save, so that you don't have any choice to spend. So remember based on, so SSH, Telnet, RDP, STP. So RDP is also remote access protocols only, right? These are all for accessing remote servers, remote machines, access purpose only. These three are a mail communication. SMTP for sending, this is for a receiving. Okay, so this is remote configuration. If you don't understand, you can leave it, no problem. So it's not a very big deal. DHCP important. So for a IP address configuration, dynamic host configuration protocol, configure clients IP address. DNS, we are getting a IP address for a particular domain name from DNS server. So that is a 53 protocol. Another importance is there, you know, you guys, cloud people already in a morning I said a cloud. In AWS there is a service called a route 53 services. So it is nothing but a DNS service. Okay, so it is how route 53 or how DNS. So its names are understandable from there. NTP, you are getting a time, so you can see this is the time I'm getting from a Microsoft NTP server. Okay, Windows NTP server is there. Microsoft Windows NTP server is, it is setting my time. I didn't set this time. It is automatically set through internet from my to my Microsoft. So I want to show you. So you can go to adjust date and time. Okay, so this is a time zone. So you can see time server. You can see time server, time.windows.com, time.windows.com. It is synchronizing time with it based on my time zone. Okay, so next Snmp for monitoring infrastructure. If you don't get it, it's okay, no problem. LDAP and Kerberos used in a authentication service. So out of all these things, I maybe you can add some more one or two things, also no problem. But try to remember at least few regular things. Mail communication is very easy, guys. This is very easy, and this is also very easy, and these things are very easy. Okay, so I said like HTTP, HTTPS, FTP, SSH, Telnet, very easy. SMTP, POP3, IMAP, very easy. DHCP, DNS, and NTP, very easy. If you got a doubt on any protocols and port number, try it. NTP server, port number. It is a port number is correct. And how it is function, what it is, whether it is a TCP or a UDP, check it. FTP 59. Okay, it is both UDP and TCP protocol. Okay, so there is a lot of way to things. Okay, so this is about your application layer and the protocols. Both are very important. Yeah, I will continue. Yes, I understand application layer and protocols and port numbers. Presentation layer. What is a presentation layer? So we'll see. Here it is. Data will be there is a encoding and decoding in presentation layer. Okay, and also compress. Data will be compressed and decompressed and encrypted. encrypt. Okay, so here it is. See, HTTP, HTTPS. If I use HTTP, no encryption. If I use HTTPS, there is an encryption. So presentation will your encode and decode the data is convert data into ASCII format. Okay, so that is called a encoding. It will compress data and encrypt the data. Layer. Session layer will create a session, okay, maintain session, terminate session. Creates session, maintains, and terminate the session. What it is? For example, I'm sending a message to the remote. So session is created. Remote machine received a message and replied. So I received a reply from the destination. Session is completed. So terminated. Okay. So till the transaction completed, it will maintain the session. Okay. It will maintain the session. For example, I open a web browser. So in the web browser, I open a something like a Java T point. So when I open Java T point, request go to Java T point. I want a web page, default web page of Java T point. For example, I open this Java. I want to learn Java, so I open choose a Java. So request go. So for this particular request to the web server. So web server send this one. Session is completed. So when I send a request, session will be created. When I received, finally session is completed. Okay, so like this, including payments. Payments when you are done a payment. So when you given a your card details or a UPI, you scan the code and enter the amount and press button, and then UPI, like which bank you want it, select the bank and give the that passcode like that. So once you are given a key, then automatically amount will be detected. Okay, so once it is successful, then it shows successful, transaction successful. Means when you started, session is created. When you are completed, session is ended. But till the between these things, session is maintained. So that is called a session layer. So best example is here payment. Payment is the best example. Even I got a problem with that one also. Transport layer segments the data. Transport layer segments the data, means it chops data into small pieces. What is a small pieces? So it will cut into small pieces. Why? Because of it is easy to transfer the data, and there is a numbering on it. So once it is cut the data, it put some numbering and put it in an order. Because of this numbering and sequence, it also do error correction. Means a packet data loss. So data is not received by packet is some part of packet is corrupted or a data loss is occur. So what it will do? It do error correction, means it resend the data back again. I have a 10 pieces. One piece of data is not received by destination. What I will do? I will forward that piece only. I'm telling a quicker way, guys, because time and as well as you are very silent. Okay. So if I kill entire time with this OSI layer, I didn't kill any time. So morning I told first part I told cloud, that is very good topic. Second part is OSI layer. Okay. Important is 7 layers. Names are very important. At least 1 or 2 points about each layer is very important. Okay. So transport layer, segment the data, numbering and sequencing. Okay. Flow control or windowing. Multiplex and demultiplex. Protocols. Okay, what is this multiplex and multiplex? TCP, UDP protocols. Okay, guys. So from here again, it is very important thing. Okay, which is I already forward belongs to that one also. So you can see what is TCP, what is UDP. Also, some points are covered here. Okay, guys, there is TCP means transmission control protocol. Okay, transmission control protocol. UDP, user datagram protocol. User datagram protocol. It's all about type of protocol, guys, nothing more. There's a different type of protocols are there. Okay. Some protocols, remember it is some protocols are TCP type, some are UDP type, and some are both. Some are having both properties also there. Okay, so that is the main point of TCP UDP. We only accept that type of protocol, nothing more inside. Okay, so TCP type of protocol behaves like this. This is my source and this is my destination. I send a packet from source to destination. Destination received. Whenever it is received, destination received, what it will do, it send a acknowledgement. Okay, acknowledgement to me. Okay, so when I send a packet, it will send it. There is another mechanism is there, guys. Exact mechanism is synchronization, and after synchronization acknowledgement, that mechanism is there. I'm not explaining that mechanism, explaining in a simple manner. Okay, TCP type of protocol is acknowledgement based protocol. So source knows destination received. Source knows destination received a packet. Source knows destination received or packet. So based on this data, it understands packet 3 lost. What it will do? Source again send the packet 3. So once destination received packet, so it will acknowledgement. It will send a acknowledgement. Yeah, I received a packet. So destination not received any acknowledgement. So no acknowledgement. So obviously we send a third packet. not received. It don't send any acknowledgement. If it is not sending acknowledgement, then we send a packet again and we receive a. So this is called a TCP type of protocol behavior. In a UDP type protocol behaves like this. So source send a packet, destination received or don't received, we don't know. Okay, so we don't check whether destination is received or not. We don't mind about whether if it is not received. Okay, we didn't check it or we didn't receive any kind of acknowledgement from destination. So that's the point here in the TCP type and UDP type. It is a acknowledged based protocol. It is no acknowledgement. No acknowledgement kind of stuff. Sorry. It is a reliable. Why it is reliable? Because it's a, we know destination is received a packet or not. Here it is non-reliable because we don't know whether destination is received or not. Next, it is a connection oriented. Guys, lot of people ask a question, that is points here. One is, even my lecturer in a college also told, example for this one is wired. This is wireless. Example is wireless. It's completely wrong. Completely wrong. It is not a wireless or wired kind of concept. It is not at all wired or wireless because it's a connected. Connected means when I ask, guys, are you understanding what is this, what is that, or maybe are you able to see the screen? You are not giving any answer, right? So that is called a connectionless. I am teaching myself. You are, whether you are listening or not listening, we don't know, right? It's a connectionless. Connectionless means I don't know whether destination received or not. That is called a connectionless. Connection oriented, I am maintaining a connection. So I know the destination received my packet by using synchronization and acknowledgements. I know it is received. So that is a connection oriented protocol. It does not mean wired or wireless. There is no connection at all. No connection at all. The meaning of connection oriented or connectionless, reliable, non-reliable. Okay. Lower UDP type protocols. It is faster than TCP. So when you want to deliver a packet fast, you don't mind about it. Mind about whether packet loss there or not. Okay, so that's why it is error correction. There. Okay, so example protocols. Examples of this one is HTTP, FTP, SMTP. By looking these TP things, people think because it's a transmission protocol, hypertext transmission protocol, file transfer protocol, or SMTP, simple mail transfer protocol. Because if it's a transfer protocol, it is a T is there. So because of it is a TCP. No, it's not like that. Okay, it's not like that. TFTP. So UDP protocol, DHCP, UDP protocol, DNS, UDP protocol. There is a lot of protocols comes under UDP and as well as a TCP. So this is a again networking protocol. Okay. So this is a network transport protocol. TCP UDP difference. This is a point. So some more point is there, guys. Here it is. Packet data unit. What is a packet data unit? Data in OSI layers. Data, what are the data format? Data format or a data means the set of data format in OSI layer, not layer, each layer. Okay, data is simply it is data in the OSI layer is PDU. Here it is in a transport layer. What happens? There is a TCP header added to your packet data unit from session layer. So then it will create, okay, it will create a segment. The PDU name is segment. So transport layer generates segment. Send to next layer is network layer. Okay, just I want to finish things. I don't want to split the OSI layer. That's why I'm telling everything here only. Next one is, guys, network layer. What is the network layer? What will happen here? It will deal with the routed protocols. The routing protocols. Okay, how many people are listening? Routed protocol means like a IP addresses. Routing protocols means it will tell how to reach destination. How to reach destination. So like this example, not example, routed protocols are dynamic routing protocols. What are the dynamic routing protocols? Interior gateway protocols, RIP, EIGRP, OSPF. How to practice this EGRP, OSPF again. So many days for okay. EGP, this is a BGP protocol. Also have to practice so many days. So almost like a 4 years. 4 years back, we practice CCNP. I taken, so later I forget. In our Cognizant and HCL don't require any networking technologies. Pure networking. That's only basics only. IP addresses, IPv4. Guys, this is also important. IPv4 and IPv6 differences. Not completed. Look at here. So the PD is segment. So what happened in a network layer? Look at here. Source IP and destination IP address will add it to segment. The result is called a packet. Okay, the PD is now packet. The segment came from network layer and it is added with the source IP and destination IP address. Okay, so this part we call it as a network header. Okay, this part, source IP and network IP, is part called a network header. This is network header segment. So then it is become packet. This packet is go to which layer? Data link layer. This data link layer having a two more layers. One is LLC, another one say MAC layer. What is LLC? Logic link control. What is MAC, guys? Anyone? Anyone don't remember?
Media access control.
Very good. It is a 48-bit represented in 12 hexadecimal. Okay. So it is given by manufacturer of NIC. It is like a fingerprint of a system. Okay, it is unique address. It is also called as physical address. If you know how to check the MAC address, I'm not going much details. LLC is actually dealing with the WAN protocols. WAN protocols. So if you want to connect in the WAN, you have to follow the WAN protocols like SDLC, PPP, point-to-point protocol, PPP, SDLC, PPP, frame relay, okay, MPLS. Now we are getting internet, so we are getting internet either using PPP or MPLS. Okay, guys, my personal suggestion here, it is your profile, your HCL actually dealing with mainly networking related. Like HCL is a very big networking company, very big networking company. Okay, so it's HCL is one of the main important, mainly for networking related. Others are a separate part, but networking related is main important and compulsory, guys. If you have any chance, maybe now or later, any chance to learn networking related like a CCNA, internet technologies like a CCNA, CCNP, CCNA data center, CCNA securities, or a MPLS, frame relay, PPP technologies, okay, BGP technologies, this kind of stuff. So better to learn. Okay, so you can try in internal promotion, right? So you already passed in a version test, and maybe if you some are may not, I don't know exactly the list of people, but communication skills, improve more communication skills, technicals related to networking side. It is huge amount of opportunities. That too, internally there is a lot of opportunities. Even you go outside after 2-3 years, there are a lot of good things in the networking side. Basics of networking is very important for any position like a cloud or anything, but you want to go with the networking side, so compulsory basics of networking. Next level you can easily step one by one level. MPLS is one of the technology now we are using for internet connectivity, or PPP. Frame relay only small few organizations only we are using. Next. So what is the data link layer will do? Source, MAC address, and destination, will be added to our packet. So our packet from network layer plus CRC. Okay, plus CRC. This totally we can say it is a data link layer. So data link layers header or a data header. Okay. Some people call it as a data header. Some other people are call it as a data link layer header. Source MAC address and destination MAC address. Okay. And this is, data tail. Tail. Okay. That is head. This is tail. Data link layer head tail or a data tail is a CRC. What is CRC? This is a CRC. Anybody? This is CRC. And this is easy. What is CRC? Cyclic redundancy check. Cyclic redundancy check. What is the use of CRC? It checks data. It checks the data error is its data is good or data got corrupted. Checks the data. Very simple. Checks data at receiving end. Okay, it checks data. Okay, it checks the data. Very simple understanding. So data is corrupted or not corrupted. CRC is an algorithm, guys. CRC is a kind of algorithm. It generates a code from your data only. What are the data? Your packet is there now. From this packet data, it generates a code. It generates a code. Okay, from that one. Okay, from that one only generate a code. So using that code, it checks the data. If data is good, good. Data is corrupted, either it will repair the data or it will tell data is corrupted and discard the packet. So drop the packet. Error detecting code commonly used in digital networking. Store devices to the detect accidentally changes to digital data. Something it is given, but important is CRC. Click redundancy check. This is better. Now it will create frame. The outcome is frame. Okay, so now the frame is sent to physical layer. So the frame into data stream. Frame convert into data stream. Frame converts into data stream. So what is this data stream will happen? Data stream converts again into signals. What kind of signal it is? For example, if I'm using Ethernet, it is like a physical layer is Ethernet, electrical signal. Okay. If I'm using a NIC is like a Wi-Fi type. Okay, wireless. If I'm using wireless kind of stuff like a Wi-Fi. Anyway, Wi-Fi, which is a radio signals. Okay, if I'm using a optical fiber related, like a HB, a host bus controller type adapter I'm using, then it is a light wave, okay, or light signal or light wave. Okay, so this is a physical layer. Okay, so these are all 7 layers. Again, what are the 7 layers? Application layer, presentation layer, session layer, transport layer, network layer, data link layer, and physical layer tags. In the connectivity, always is like this. For example, this is my source, this is my destination. So this is my entire PC server or a machine. Physical layer is connected to physical layer only, right? Physical layer is connected to physical layer only, right? Cable to cable. Anyway, which way we are connecting physical layer to physical layer. Data link layer never connects. Of course, physical layers means physical part will be connected, but data link layer, in data link layer, CRC and source MAC address, destination MAC address, physical layer data stream, and electrical signal. So electrical signal is received at a destination at a physical layer. Physical layer electrical signal is received. Convert into bit stream. Bit stream again convert into frame. Frame is given to data link layer. Frame is given to data link layer. It will verify source MAC address and destination MAC address and CRC. It checks the data whether it is good or a corrupted with using CRC. It verify the destination MAC address belongs to my destination or not, and also take the source MAC address and store into the it's a ERP database. Next, network layer. So what happened in the network layer? So when it is sending, it add a IP address, source IP address, and destination IP address. In this destination, it verify the source IP address and destination IP address. Is a destination IP address belongs to me or not? It is IP address belongs to me or not? So it is okay, then it will accept the packet. Otherwise, it will drop the packet and take the source IP and source MAC address. It will take the source IP and source MAC address, put it into a ARP database, address resolution protocol database. Now this frame converted into the frame has a source MAC address, destination MAC address, CRC. That is done at here. Then packet is came. The packet is given to the network layer. In a network layer, verify source IP, destination IP. If destination IP correct, so then accept the packet. Otherwise, drop the packet. And also take the source IP. Note down the source IP also. Now that's the point completed, right? So now when it is removed, source IP, destination IP, the remaining point is segment. The segment is given to transport layer. Okay, in a transport layer, so first of all, it is check TCP protocol or UDP protocols. Verify the all protocols, TCP type, UDP type protocols, and the segment numbers, that numbering sequencing. It order all the data into one place. Okay, if any packet is missing, any part of packet is not received, immediately it won't send any acknowledgement. Automatically it understand it send the packet. So we have a segment. The segment contains your TCP header. The TCP header contains what type of protocols, you are using. What is a TCP header? I didn't written about any TCP header. TCP header means what type of protocols, what protocols I'm using, what is your segment number, all things we are putting it here. Okay, so that is your segment. So it receive a segment and verify which type, how many, what is the packet number, segment number, is a valid, invalid kind of stuff. We'll check it. Segment is completed. Okay, segmentation will open and put it in a arrange in it and find out this session part. When it is receive session created by source and reserve the session. So because it has to give reply, right? So it use same session only. Next, presentation. So it will keep the session till session completed. Okay, presentation layer. What is the presentation layer? So in a presentation layer, we encrypt the data. So here in a destination, we decrypt the data. Here in the presentation, we compress the data. Here it is decompress the data. Here in this one, we convert the data into ASCII format. Here it is we decode the data from ASCII format to normal data. Application layer. What is the application layer? So it understands finally what protocol, what kind of service, what is the user request, what is the user request understand by application layer data. So the destination finally understand what is the reply to for this particular request. So it will send a response. Again, it put a reply protocol, port numbers, okay, application like that. So it will send it. Presentation like layer again encode it. It will do encoding again encoding, compression, encryption will happen. Set a presentation layer. Again, the session is received and still it maintain the session. Make sure that this PC will get it or not. Okay, till that it will maintain the session. We'll add the session part and it will segment the data and numbering, sequencing, and the separation of TCP UDP protocols, multiplexing TCP UDP protocols in it, and do the flow control. Next, the segment from the transport layer given to network layer. Network layer add the source IP and destination IP address to the your network and routing configuration also. And the data link layer add the MAC address of source and destination. Put a PCA, PCB. This is a source and this is a destination. So it add a source MAC address, destination MAC address, and CRC again. Now finally it is sent to the frame to the physical layer. Again, physical layer convert the frame into bit stream into electrical signal because I'm using Ethernet here. So again, this PCB physical layer received. Again, it goes up. So this is the complete chain. So that's why I told either you go for a top to bottom or bottom to top. Both are same. Okay, but better is always like you are a zero candidate, you don't know anything about a OSI layer and you want to remember all these 7 layers. Then how to do it? My idea is better from top to bottom. So like a application layer to physical layer. Like if you are already in a physical layer to application layer person, so you can continue with that one. No need to change for me or for anything. Okay, so not required to change anything. Okay, keep it like that. Guys are understanding or not? So I want to take the IP addresses part. Okay, so that's not completed today. So I will try tomorrow. The OSI layer and TCP IP layer comparison. This TCP IP is also called as a DoD model. Okay, it is not a hacking model. So it is a earlier days, guys. Anything used at started at a internet part, right? So everything is started in a what we can say military. Okay, so everything is started in a military, right? So that's why. So I am telling in this manner. Okay, so difference is the first three layers are application layer, presentation layer is combinedly in the only single application layer. In TCP IP, application layer means it's a application layer, presentation layer, and session layer. So these three things in a single application layer only. Next, in a OSI layer, transport, the transport layer only. Simple transport layer. Transport is transport. No change in it. Next, this network layer in the TCP/IP called as a internet layer. Okay, internet layer. Okay, application layer, transport layer, internet layer. This data link layer. Okay, both data link layer and a physical layer. Or to differentiate these three are belongs to one. This data link layer and this is our both are same. Both are there. So it is a network access layer. So if you got a question, so NIC belongs to network access layer, not data link layer, not purely physical layer. Okay, it is belongs to network access layer. Okay, so if you have a hub is a physical layer, no problem. In a OSI layer comparison, hub is a physical layer and a hub is also called as layer 1 device. That's why I told last time, layer 1 device. Switch is a data link layer, layer 2 device. Router, network layer. Okay, it is a devices and OSI layer. So that's the point here. So people will ask question like, so NIC is belongs to network layer or a data link layer or anything. So it's a network access layer. Network access layer. Okay. We are giving IP address at a network layer, means in TCP internet layer. In this layer, we are giving IP address, but we are giving MAC address. We have a MAC address and physical device. So that's why it is a network access layer. Okay, so this is the comparison, guys. So when you see, this is the main comparison. So physical layer, data link layer, combinedly network access layer. Network layer is the internet layer. Transport is transport. Application, presentation, session, combinedly it is a application layer. So TCP/IP is also a protocol suite. We are using TCP/IP model only. So this is all about your OSI layer part. Completed successfully. Anybody having any doubts regarding OSI layer protocols or port numbers? Guys, meantime check IPv4 and IPv6 differences are comparisons. and check the IPv4 in my all videos or anything if you have a time or anything. So, and also I forward IP address ranges also here. So try to remember or forget like this. So this is the ranges of IP address classes, subnet mask of IP addresses, how to check the IP address, what is the default gateway. So compulsory check it. Okay, it is unlike like I have to tell the class, then you have to study. It is not like that, guys. How much you can able to do it, you can able to do it. Okay, and I think already I told this thing or not, I didn't remember, but I will tell again. So interview questions by Vishnu Prasad. Put a Google search on it. So you will get a link like this. Go through this link, guys, because it contains so very small, very big important questions also there. Okay, just go through once before you go to the interviews. Okay, small questions, things you will understand related to the networking is very good. Okay, the topologies or anything, TCP, UDP. Okay. So not like quite like this. It's like a DSCP scope and all relay. Few things are not completely required. Few things are okay, but just go through very basic level. So try to understand what is your level. Okay, this will, you can find an answer comparatively. What to do? You got a lot of questions here. Go with that once, any comparisons and all. If you don't find any answers in a what are the forwarded things like a notes and all, if you don't find any particular answer, you can ask. Okay, that's it for today, guys. How many people are there? Okay, stop recording.